The night has settled gently over the earth. A silver moon hangs high above the quiet fields, and the stars breathe their soft light upon the world. Somewhere, in a small room lit by a single oil lamp, a weary soul lies awake. The air is still, the heart uneasy, the mind turning over shadows that seem larger than they are. You know this feeling, that fragile edge between faith and fear, when the world grows silent and the thoughts grow loud. But tonight, the whisper of heaven drifts near, gentle, steady, tender. For he will command his angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. Take a deep, slow breath. Let the air move softly through you. Let your shoulders loosen. Let the noise of the day begin to fade. If these stories bring you peace, take a moment to like this video. Subscribe for more nightly reflections, and share where you're listening from tonight. Your words and presence help keep this space warm and growing. Now, take another slow breath. Let's begin. Outside, the wind sighs through the trees, their branches swaying in a rhythm older than time. A sense of presence lingers in the air, not seen, but deeply felt. It is the quiet company of heaven, the promise written into the heart of creation itself, that no step goes unseen, no tear unnoticed, no soul unguarded. Somewhere in the unseen, wings unfold. Not loud, not fearful, but soft as breath upon skin. Angels move through the darkness, not to startle, but to steady. They carry peace the way the dawn carries light, naturally, quietly, completely. The world may sleep, but heaven does not slumber. Over every weary heart, over every troubled mind, watchful eyes remain. For the one who made you has never left you to walk the night alone. Take another slow breath. Let your heartbeat settle. Feel the weight of his peace begin to rest upon you. You are not forgotten. You are not unguarded. Even now, unseen hands are holding what you cannot. The lamp flickers softly in the room. Its flame bends and sways, as though bowing in reverence to a presence that fills the space. There is warmth where there was worry, calm where there was noise. For when the heart opens, the angels draw near. They come not as strangers, but as friends long known to the soul. Whispers of light, guardians of stillness, messengers of mercy. And their nearness reminds you that peace was never lost, only hidden beneath the noise of fear. Take one more deep, gentle breath. Let it sink into the quiet of your body. You are not alone in this night. You are watched, loved, and kept. Outside, the wind hushes. The stars shimmer more brightly. And the weary soul, at last, begins to rest. The night deepens, but the fear does not, for in the quiet hours, something unseen begins to unfold. It is not a sound, nor a sight, but a feeling, gentle, still, holy, as though the air itself carries a sacred warmth, a breath of peace that moves without wind. The lamp flickers, casting a soft glow across the room. The walls seem to breathe, the shadows no longer sharp or cold, but softened by light that feels alive. The weary soul lies still, not asleep yet, but no longer afraid. Somewhere above, unseen wings stir. They do not rush. They do not announce themselves. They move with the patience of eternity, covering what the eye cannot see, guarding, keeping, sheltering. For he will command his angels concerning you, the verse whispers again. And in that whisper lives an ancient truth, that the one who made the stars also set watch over the smallest heart that trembles in the dark. Take a slow, deep breath. Let your chest rise softly. With every inhale, feel safety drawing near. With every exhale, let go of the weight that never belonged to you. Outside, the night hums with the faint sounds of creation, the rustle of leaves, the distant song of water, the steady rhythm of life still kept by unseen hands. Everything rests under his wings. Every creature, every heart, every breath. The teacher once spoke of such things, that even the sparrow, the smallest of all birds, is known and loved, that no feather falls without the Father's notice. How much more then must the angels move for those who carry his name? In the quiet of that truth, something changes within the heart. Fear loosens, peace returns, the spirit begins to breathe again. Take another long, slow breath. Let it move through you like warm light through still water. The angels do not sleep. They do not tire. They surround. They shield. They lift. You may not feel their wings, but you can sense their presence. In the soft weight of calm that settles over you. In the warmth that rises beneath your skin. In the hush that replaces every anxious thought. Heaven's watch is not distant. It is close, tender, quiet as breath upon your shoulder. And in that quiet, you are safe. The lamp's flame dances, small and steady. It flickers once, then glows stronger. The room glows golden now, and the soul that had been trembling rests. The night outside stretches wide and endless, yet within this small corner of the world, peace reigns, because love has kept its promise, and hidden wings still unfold, unseen but near. Take one more deep, peaceful breath before resting. Let it remind you that protection is not always loud. Sometimes, it is simply the stillness that holds you when nothing else can. The weary soul exhales. The lamp hums quietly, and the night continues its watch. Not with silence, but with song, the soft hymn of angels keeping guard over those who sleep. The hours of night drift onward, slow and silent. The stars keep their ancient vigil, shimmering above the world like countless candles in the heavens. In the stillness below, a soul lies between two breaths, one of fear, one of faith. And in that fragile space, heaven begins to whisper. Fear is not loud tonight. It is tired. It has shouted all day. But now it has grown small, fragile, almost human. It trembles not in rebellion, but in longing to be quieted, to be met by something greater. And faith, like a soft light under the door, begins to glow. The heart does not always leap into trust. Sometimes, it simply lets go of resistance, inch by inch. Sometimes, faith begins with one slow breath, one whispered prayer, one small decision to rest instead of wrestle. Take a long, slow breath. Let it fill your chest, gentle and steady. With each inhale, draw in calm. With each exhale, release what you cannot carry. The wind outside sighs softly against the window. It sounds like a lullaby written for the weary, a reminder that creation itself trusts the rhythm of its maker. Even the night, with all its shadows, knows that dawn will come. Angels move silently through that trust, not to erase the dark, but to dwell within it, as light that cannot be overcome. They do not chase away the night. They sanctify it, turning fear into prayer, turning restlessness into peace. For he will command his angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. The words are no longer just scripture, they are breath. They are heartbeat. They are promise made living. You are not abandoned to your thoughts. You are accompanied by love in motion. Take another breath, slow and unforced. Imagine light unfolding around you, soft, golden, alive. It does not blind or startle. It simply is. And in that light, fear begins to dissolve, not by force, but by love's quiet persistence. The heart that was once clenched begins to open. The mind that spun in circles begins to slow, and the soul that trembled begins to remember that it was never walking alone. Angels stand at the edges of that awareness, their presence steady, unchanging. They do not rush to fix what is human. They simply remind what is divine. That protection is not distance from pain. but the certainty that nothing can separate you from love. The room grows warmer. The air feels alive. And fear, for the first time, begins to exhale. Take another deep breath. Let it move through you like the sound of gentle waves. Let faith settle where fear once sat. Let trust become the language your soul speaks again. The night outside remains dark, but it is no longer threatening. It has become sacred, alive with unseen guardians, quiet with peace that does not need to prove itself. And within that stillness, the weary heart finds rest. One more slow, soft breath before sleep. Inhale faith. Exhale fear. You are safe, covered, and kept. The wind hushes. The stars gleam brighter. And heaven continues its silent work, where fear meets faith. Angels stand watch. The moon drifts slowly across the heavens, its light spilling gently over the quiet fields. The world lies hushed beneath its glow. Every tree, every stone, every whisper of grass, bathed in stillness. And within that stillness, the promise breathes. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. The weary soul stirs beneath its blanket, feeling the faint warmth of safety rise from somewhere deep within. The room is quiet, but not empty. It feels inhabited, as though peace itself has drawn near. Soft, invisible, alive. There is no sound of footsteps, no flutter of wings. And yet, the air carries presence, a holy nearness that asks for nothing but rest. The shelter of the Most High is not built of stone. It is not a temple made by hands. It is the unseen refuge within the heart that dares to trust. It is the still space between breaths, where God Himself abides. Take a long, gentle breath. Let it move through you like wind through quiet branches. With each inhale, feel yourself drawn inward, closer to that hidden place of peace. With each exhale, release the noise that keeps you standing outside. The teacher once spoke of that shelter, not in walls or towers, but in spirit. He said, "Come to me, all who are weary, and I will give you rest." And this rest, this sacred stillness, is the very shadow of the Almighty. Not darkness, but cover. Not hiding, but holding. In this shadow, fear cannot rule. In this shadow, you are remembered, named, and seen. The Almighty's wings arch above you like the great arms of morning light, covering, calming, cleansing. Take another deep, slow breath. Let it fill you with that sheltering peace, the kind that does not demand effort, only surrender. This is what it means to dwell, not to visit occasionally, but to stay, to build your quiet heart upon trust, to live beneath wings wide enough to hold the world. Outside, the wind moves softly through the olive trees. Their leaves shimmer in the pale moonlight, whispering against one another like voices in prayer. The earth itself seems to exhale, and with it, the soul beneath the lamp exhales too. The shelter is not far away. It is here, within, between one heartbeat and the next. The Almighty does not watch from distance. He bends low, covering the trembling, the waiting, the weary. You are not outside of His shadow. You are within it. You are already home. Take another slow breath. Feel how the air itself has changed, softer, steadier, full of quiet promise. Every fear that once spoke loudly now feels small, distant, forgotten. For love has drawn its circle around you and called it refuge. The night continues, but it no longer feels like something to survive. It feels like something sacred, the hour in which the soul finally learns what it means to rest beneath His wings. Take one last slow, long breath before you rest. Let the shelter of the Most High become real within you. The walls unseen, yet stronger than any fear. The shadow of the Almighty, cool, calm, endless. And as you breathe out, you feel it. The lightest touch of something divine, the quiet certainty that you are covered, and always have been. The night lingers soft and deep, the stars trembling faintly like candles in a cathedral of sky. The air is cool, quiet, touched with the faint scent of olive and earth. And though the world sleeps, heaven does not. For He will command His angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. The words rise within the heart like a remembered song, old as the dawn, sure as the breath of God Himself. You are not alone tonight. Though the eyes cannot see them, though the ear cannot hear them, heaven's sentinels move around you with perfect grace. They do not stumble. They do not sleep. They do not waver in their purpose. They are light woven into form, obedience shaped into being. Take a deep, slow breath. Let the air move through you like calm water through the roots of an ancient tree. With every inhale, feel peace settling deeper into your chest. With every exhale, let your heart remember you are being kept. The angels walk where fear once stood. Their presence quiets the air. Their light moves without sound, and their hands, unseen, are lifted in gentle readiness, not to strike, but to steady. They guard not only your path, but your pauses, not only your strength, but your weariness. They stand at the threshold of every unseen danger, and turn it away before it finds you. Their protection is not loud. It is woven quietly into time itself. Take another deep, long breath. The peace that fills you now is not imagination. It is inheritance. It is the soundless language of heaven's care. Angels do not appear with spectacle to prove their presence. They dwell in the ordinary, in the delay that saved you from harm, in the turn you didn't plan but needed to make, in the silence that somehow held you when no words could. They stand beside your bed tonight, their faces turned toward the throne, their eyes upon your soul, guarding not only your body, but your rest, your dreams, your peace. Their wings stretch wide across the quiet room, and the air feels softer, lighter, sanctified. For he will command his angels concerning you, commanded, not requested, not suggested. They are sent, sealed, certain in their mission of love. Take another breath. Let that truth rest deep within you. You are worth the movement of heaven. Your peace is worth the attention of angels. Their watch does not end when you sleep. It continues through every heartbeat, every breath. They keep vigil when your strength fades. They hold fast when your faith trembles. You are surrounded, not by walls, but by wings. You are guarded, not by chance, but by choice, his choice, made before the foundations of the world. The lamp flickers once, then steadies, and the light upon the walls looks almost like feathers in motion, shadows bending and rising softly. Perhaps it is only the flame, or perhaps heaven is closer than the mind can understand. Take one more slow, peaceful breath before resting. Let the quiet of angelic presence fill you. Let the promise of divine command calm every thought of fear. You are guarded tonight, completely, tenderly, eternally. And somewhere in the unseen wings stretch wide, covering the room, covering your heart, while the Father whispers to his servants of light, "Watch over this one, for they are mine." The hours of night move gently forward, unhurried, unbroken. The stars wheel slowly across the heavens, ancient and sure, and the moon lowers itself toward the horizon, its light spilling across the earth like the hand of God tracing a blessing. The room is quiet. The lamp burns low, its flame a soft golden pulse against the darkness. And though the shadows have grown long, they no longer feel sharp. They no longer frighten. For the shadow of the Almighty is not the darkness of fear. It is the covering of comfort, the shelter of wings stretched wide above the trembling heart. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High will rest in that shadow, not hidden from the world, but held within love so wide, so gentle, that nothing beneath it can harm. Take a deep, slow breath. Let it fill your lungs like dawn fills the horizon. With each inhale, feel the warmth of peace settle upon you. With each exhale, release the idea that light and shadow must be enemies. The Almighty's shadow does not come to hide you from life, but to hold you within it. It is the cool shade on a burning path, the calm beneath the storm, the pause between one heartbeat and the next. It is not absence of light, but the nearness of presence. Outside, the night wind sighs softly through the trees. The sound is not eerie, but tender, like the world breathing in rhythm with its creator. Even the dark corners of the earth seem to hum with peace. You are safe beneath his wings. The shadow that once made you shiver now feels like home. For beneath it, angels move, gentle, unseen, their wings bending light and silence together into something that feels like embrace. Take another long, gentle breath. Let the air move slowly through you. Let it remind you that not all shadows are made of fear. Some are made of mercy, thick and steady enough to keep the soul from breaking. The lamp flickers again, its light forming slow shapes along the wall. And for a fleeting moment, it looks as though the glow itself bends and spreads like wings. No flutter, no sound, just the quiet suggestion of presence. You do not need to see to know. The peace in your chest is proof enough. The quiet in your mind is its own testimony. Beneath the shadow of the Almighty, even your breath becomes prayer. Heaven's light does not remove the night. It transforms it. And what once frightened now comforts. What once felt lonely now feels watched over. Take another deep breath. Slow and still. The Almighty's shadow has become your sanctuary. Here, you are neither lost nor alone. You are covered, kept, known. In this quiet hour, the angels keep their watch. They move not to chase away the dark, but to fill it with holy light. And somewhere beyond what eyes can see, the Father smiles upon his child, safe beneath his shelter, safe within his peace. Take one last long breath before resting. Let the stillness of the night enfold you completely. Let the shadow that once frightened you now feel like a blanket of comfort. This is the presence of the Most High, not distant, but near, not fleeting, but eternal. And as you drift toward rest, the wings above you do not fold. They only draw closer, and the night breathes softly, as heaven continues to keep watch. The night has become tender now, softer than before, the sky draped in deep indigo, the moon resting low upon the horizon. Its silver light seeps gently through the window, spilling across the floor like a river of peace. The weary soul lies still, the rise and fall of breathing slow, calm, steady. The fear that once circled the room has gone quiet. Only stillness remains, full, living, sacred. For he will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. The words come not as a command, but as a lullaby, a whisper that seems to drift from the very air itself. There is something holy in the way the room feels now, something that can't be seen, only sensed, like the hush of a great presence just beyond the edge of sight. Take a slow, deep breath. Let it fill you with warmth. With each inhale, imagine the soft brush of feathers above you, not to frighten, but to soothe. With each exhale, let go of what remains of the day. Every worry, every whisper of unrest. Beneath his feathers, nothing reaches you without passing through love first. Beneath his wings, every breath you take is shielded by grace unseen. Angels linger in this holy quiet, their light folded close, their wings curved inward like arms around a sleeping child. They do not speak, but their silence sings, a soundless hymn of protection, of gentleness, of joy in the keeping of their charge. The weary heart may not see them, but the soul knows, in the deep part of knowing that does not need proof, that it is covered, surrounded, safe. Take another deep, slow breath. Let your heart grow still as the night. The soft air moves around you like a lullaby in motion, a quiet rhythm of divine care, unbroken, eternal. Outside, the world continues, the waves move, the leaves sway, the earth breathes, and over it all, the wings of the Almighty stretch wide, vast enough to hold galaxies, close enough to hold you. You are not hidden from life beneath those feathers. You are hidden in love, in that sacred place where the heart no longer fears, because it finally remembers that it was never alone. The lamp glows faintly. The flame sways once, and then steadies. The light it casts across the wall seems softer now, as though heaven itself has leaned close to guard your rest. Take another gentle breath. Let your body sink deeper into stillness. Let your spirit rest beneath the wings that never tire, never falter, never leave. There is no distance between you and God in this hour, no separation between His love and your need. Only feathers, and light, and peace. The angels whisper, though their voices are silent. Their message settles into your heart as warmth. You are safe. You are kept. You are loved. And somewhere, far above the fields and seas, those same wings that once covered prophets and kings, now cover you. For to the Almighty, there is no hierarchy in love, only the preciousness of the soul He has chosen to protect. Take one last slow, peaceful breath before rest. Let it move through you like a breeze beneath the wings of heaven. You are hidden tonight, not in fear, but in faith, not in darkness, but in the shadow of divine affection. And as your breath grows quiet, the feathers of His presence draw closer still, until the air itself hums with the truth that beneath His wings, all is well. The world outside is utterly still, the wind resting, the night hushed as though listening. The stars glimmer faintly in the high dark sky, patient, watchful, eternal. And within the room, the faint light of the lamp spills over the floor, gold and soft, wrapping everything it touches in warmth. The weary soul stirs once, exhales, then settles again. There is no sound but breath, no motion but the slow rise and fall of calm lungs. Peace has found its home here, for He will command His angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. The words move like a quiet stream. They are not spoken aloud, but the air seems to hum with them, as though heaven itself keeps reciting its own promise. No evil shall come near you. Not because darkness ceases to exist, but because light stands guard where you dwell. Take a deep, slow breath. Let the air move softly through you. With each inhale, feel the warmth of that promise settle over your chest. With each exhale, let every shadow fall away. You are not unguarded in this world. There are hands unseen that lift you. There are eyes that see what you cannot. There are wings that move faster than fear. Angels do not wait for danger to arrive. They stand already at the threshold. Every whisper of harm meets their strength first. Every flicker of darkness bends before their light. They shield not only the body, but the spirit. Not only the path ahead, but the heart within. Even your thoughts, those quiet, trembling corners of the mind, are covered in their watch. Take another long, gentle breath. The peace you feel now is not fragile. It is fortified. It is the kind of stillness that cannot be shaken by what moves outside the window. The lamp flickers, and for a moment, the shadow of its flame forms a faint arc upon the wall, like the curve of a wing in motion. Perhaps coincidence, or perhaps the quiet reminder that protection is closer than sight. The room feels alive, not in noise or motion, but in presence. A holy stillness fills every inch of air, and the soul that once trembled now feels rooted, like a tree whose roots touch living water. No evil shall come near you. Not because you are hidden from the world, but because the world itself cannot reach beyond His mercy. The angel's watch is not a battle fought in noise. It is love enforcing peace. It is grace surrounding what grace has claimed. Take another deep, peaceful breath. Let that truth become the rhythm of your heart. You are surrounded by goodness. Even in darkness, you are wrapped in the breath of God's own care. Outside, the first faint wind stirs through the trees again. It carries no chill, only the scent of earth and night blooming jasmine. Even creation seems to agree that this is holy ground. For where His promises are kept, the air itself becomes sanctuary. Take one last slow breath before resting. Let the weight of His protection hold you like gentle hands. You are not forgotten. Not for a heartbeat. Not for a breath. For heaven is awake while you rest, and no shadow dares cross the light that guards you. The angels bow their heads. The wings above you spread wide, and the night breathes the promise once more, no evil shall come near you. The world outside has fallen into perfect stillness. The stars have quieted their shimmer. The breeze has gentled into silence. Even the sea in the distance seems to rest, its waves moving like slow breathing in the dark. Inside, the air hums with a peace so deep, it feels alive. The lamp's flame flickers softly, and in its glow, the shadows no longer seem empty. They feel occupied, filled with presence, sacred, unseen. For He will command His angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. The verse lingers in the air again, not as echo, but as awareness. The mind does not imagine. It simply remembers that it has never been alone. Angels move quietly through the unseen. They are not ghosts of sorrow. They are companions of light. They walk beside you in the long corridors of silence. In the moments when you think no one sees, they carry your prayers like fragrance before the throne. Each one heard, each one kept. Take a deep, slow breath. Let the air move softly through you. With every inhale, imagine unseen company drawing near, gentle, radiant, kind. With every exhale, release the loneliness that has clung to the corners of your heart. The weary soul beneath the lamp lies still. A tear glimmers upon the cheek, not from fear now, but from something deeper. Recognition. A knowing that heaven has been near all along. The angels do not speak in words. They speak in quiet, in peace that settles upon the skin, in warmth that fills the space between thoughts. Their language is rest. Their message is presence. They do not interrupt. They inhabit. Take another deep, slow breath. You do not need to call them loudly. They are already here. They were here when the world felt heavy, when the path seemed long. They walked unseen beside you, carrying the burdens you didn't know were too heavy to bear. Their footsteps make no sound. Their wings stir no wind. And yet, something inside you feels lighter, steadier, held. This is how heaven moves, quietly, faithfully, constantly. The room feels wider now, as if invisible company fills its walls. Every breath feels shared. Every silence feels full. It is the holy companionship of the unseen. Take another slow, deep breath. Let the quiet of that truth sink deep into your spirit. You are not unseen in this vast world. You are not forgotten in the spaces between moments. Even when tears fall silently into your pillow, even when you walk through days that feel too heavy, there are unseen hands that steady you, unseen eyes that watch, unseen hearts that love. For he will command his angels concerning you. The verse whispers again. And this time, it does not sound like scripture written long ago. It sounds like promise kept right now. The soul beneath the lamp exhales slowly. The air feels lighter. The room brighter. The heart steadier. The angels do not leave. They never do. They remain, watchers of peace, keepers of light, guardians of the breath between waking and sleep. Take one last soft breath before rest. Inhale the calm of their nearness. Exhale every thought that says you are alone. You are surrounded, enfolded, carried. Outside, the stars pulse faintly once more, as if bowing in reverence to the unseen gathering below. The night hums softly, and the peace feels endless. You are not alone tonight, nor will you ever be. The invisible companions remain, keeping watch, in silence, in light, in love. The night deepens into its quietest hour, that sacred space where even the wind forgets to move, where all of creation seems to pause, and breathe, and rest within itself. The stars glimmer faintly above, like tiny embers in the hearth of heaven. Their glow soft, unhurried, ancient. Below, the lamp burns low, its light no longer fierce, but steady, sure, like faith itself when it learns not to struggle. The soul that once trembled lies still. No more restless turning, no more heavy sighs, only the calm rise and fall of breathing, steady and slow. For he will command his angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. The promise lingers again, not as a thought, but as presence. The words no longer reach the ears. They rest directly in the heart. Strength has come, but not the kind the world teaches. It is not the strength of striving, or willpower, or control. It is the quiet strength of surrender, the kind that grows in stillness, where trust takes root in silence. Take a slow, deep breath. Let it fill your chest with warmth. With every inhale, feel strength rising softly within you, not loud, not forced, but real. With every exhale, Release every effort to fix, to predict, to control. Angels move in this stillness, unseen, but certain. Their presence is not the rush of wings, but the calm of peace made visible. They do not fight as men fight. Their strength is obedience. Their power, gentleness. The weary soul beneath their watch has become quiet now. No fear remains. No haste. Only peace that feels alive. Like water that has finally found the riverbed it was meant to rest in. This is the secret of divine strength. It comes not when we try harder, but when we trust deeper. Not when we stand taller, but when we lean into the everlasting arms that hold all things together. Take another long, slow breath. Let the stillness become your shelter. Let it teach you that motion is not always progress, and quiet is not weakness. Sometimes the soul's greatest act of courage is to rest. The angels keep their silent vigil, their wings unmoving now, their eyes turned heavenward. The air feels full, not heavy, but whole, as if love itself has weight and it's resting gently upon your shoulders. The night does not press against you. It surrounds you tenderly. The silence does not isolate. It gathers. Every moment in this stillness feels deliberate, sacred, complete. Take another gentle breath. Let the calm seep into your bones. Feel the safety that lives inside the quiet. This is where divine strength begins, where striving ends, and surrender begins. For in returning and rest you shall be saved. In quietness and trust shall be your strength. The ancient words hum softly in the air, and though the weary soul beneath them does not speak, it listens. It believes. Outside, the first signs of dawn are still far away. But within this room, the light has already come. Not from the lamp, but from within. The angels remain, radiant and still, their faces turned toward the one who sent them. Their silence is praise, their stillness, worship. Take one last long, peaceful breath before resting. Let it fill you completely. You are strong now, not because you fight, but because you rest in one who never sleeps. You are guarded, not because you stand, but because you are held. The night hums with quiet strength, the air alive with peace, and as the soul drifts closer to sleep, the words of heaven remain, be still, and know that you are protected. The night has grown deep, the stars now dimmed beneath the hush of stillness. Even the air seems to move slower, gentle as breath, cool as a mother's hand upon a child's brow. The world sleeps, yet heaven remains awake. The lamp has burned low, its glow no longer bright, only soft and golden. like the last ember in a hearth, quiet, warm, alive. That small light is not alone. It is echoed by a greater light, unseen but near, the light of His presence that watches while you sleep. For He will command His angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. And as the body gives itself to rest, the soul is not left unattended. While the eyes close, heaven opens its own, watchful, tender, eternal. Take a long, slow breath. Let it move through you like the tide returning to shore. With every inhale, gather the calm that now fills the room. With every exhale, release the final remnants of thought and care. The angels keep their silent watch, luminous forms unseen by human sight, their wings outstretched above you, not to shield from harm only, but to bless the space you rest in. They keep the rhythm of your breath as if it was sacred music. They guard the stillness between heartbeats. They stand in the gentle balance between night and dawn. No harm can approach. No fear can linger. For where the light of His guardians dwell, darkness has no hold. The moonlight drifts faintly through the window. It lands softly across your face, as if the heavens themselves are tracing a benediction there. The air feels warmer now, and though your eyes are closed, you can feel it, that light that does not sleep, that love that does not fade. Take another deep, peaceful breath. The angels move without sound, yet the air hums faintly with their presence. It is not song exactly, but something like it. A vibration of peace. A language older than words. A lullaby sung in silence. They move between your thoughts, guarding the doorways of your dreams, guiding the spirit toward rest, keeping your heart steady even as your mind drifts toward sleep. This is what protection feels like, not the absence of danger, but the nearness of love so complete that danger itself forgets its way. Take another slow, long breath. You are watched over even in sleep. The same God who commands the dawn to rise has commanded His angels to keep this hour safe. Every breath you take now is wrapped in divine attention. Every moment of rest, received as worship. The night grows even quieter, and the faint flicker of the lamp dims to a soft pulse of gold, like a heartbeat of light. The angels' wings arch wide over the space where you lie, their stillness radiant, their silence full. You are not forgotten in the dark. You are not left to your own strength. You are surrounded by vigilance that does not waver, by light that does not dim. Take one final deep, gentle breath before rest. Let the quiet fill every corner of your being. Let peace wash over your body like warm light spilling through the cracks of dawn. The angels stand near, steady, watchful, true, and through them, God Himself keeps watch over you. The world outside may turn. The hours may pass. But in this room, time has paused, held still by the weight of holy protection. The light does not fade. It waits. The night holds its breath, deep, unmoving. The moon hangs low, its silver glow spilling across the quiet world like the hem of heaven touching earth. All is still. All is peaceful. And yet, somewhere beyond what eyes can see, something sacred stirs. In the unseen, angels move. Not with haste, not with chaos, but with the calm precision of those who know they walk in perfect obedience. Their wings spread wide across the darkness, radiant arcs of light bending through shadow. Where they move, fear cannot dwell. Where they stand, darkness folds itself and fades away. The world sleeps, unaware of the battles fought in silence. The dangers turned aside before they took form. The storms stilled before they reached the shore. You do not see it. You do not hear it. But heaven has labored through the night on your behalf. For he will command his angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. Not just the gentle paths, but the narrow ones. Not just the daylight roads, but the unseen valleys where shadows gather quietly. Take a slow, deep breath. Let the air move softly through your lungs. With every inhale, gather peace, steady, strong. With every exhale, release the worry that believes safety depends on your own strength. Even now, unseen hands are holding the line around you. Even now, unseen light stands where darkness thought it could enter. The angels are not far away, they are here, moving through the spaces your eyes cannot perceive, but your spirit can feel. The lamp's flame flickers faintly, one quiet pulse of gold against the night, and the air feels different, lighter, yet full, as though the very atmosphere has been swept clean. The angels do not boast of their work. They do not announce victory or seek praise. They simply guard, quietly, joyfully, faithfully. They stand where danger cannot. They hold where fear once whispered. Take another long, deep breath. You are safe not because the world is gentle, but because heaven is strong. You are kept not because you see, but because God commands. The stars outside blink softly. The wind that had gone still begins to move again, light, rhythmic, peaceful. It brushes through the trees as if to say, all is well now. You rest within the afterglow of unseen victories. The terrors that might have been have passed like mist before morning. The harm that never reached you is already forgotten by the world. But not by heaven. For every battle unseen was won by hands that carry your name before the throne. Take another gentle breath. Let gratitude rise within you like dawn at the edge of night. You have been protected tonight, not by chance, but by covenant. The angels do not tire. They do not turn away. They remain until peace is complete. The lamp glows faintly still, and in its soft light, the room feels wrapped in presence. Holy, quiet, strong. A peace built not from absence of trouble, but from victory already won. Take one last slow breath before rest. You do not need to fight the unseen. It has already been fought for you. You need only to sleep beneath the wings of those who guard the work of God in silence. Outside, the night begins to lighten ever so slightly. A hint of dawn whispers on the horizon. And as heaven's warriors fade back into quiet, their song remains, silent but sure. You are safe. You are loved. You are watched over by angels who never sleep. The night is no longer heavy. The air feels weightless now, calm as a slow tide returning to the shore. The moon begins to lower itself beyond the hills, its light softening, melting into the horizon, and in its fading glow, peace lingers, steady, complete, eternal. The weary soul beneath the lamp stirs once more, only to settle deeper, further, into rest. The heart is unhurried now, the breath slow and even, and above, unseen wings remain still, folded gently around the silence. Peace, not as the world gives, but as heaven gives. It is not the kind of peace that waits for answers. It is the kind that is the answer. For he will command his angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. These words are not simply a promise of safety. They are the song of heaven sung softly over your spirit. They remind you that you were never expected to hold yourself together alone. Take a deep, slow breath. Let it fill you like sunlight slowly spilling into the sea. With every inhale, feel your heart expand with calm. With every exhale, let your body loosen, your mind quiet, your soul unclench. The peace that surrounds you is not fragile. It does not depend on quiet circumstances or gentle days. It flows from a deeper place, from the heart of the one who made both silence and song. You are wrapped in his keeping, enfolded in his love, protected by his angels. Even as you sleep, the walls of the room fade into the background now. The light of the lamp dims to a soft halo, and every breath you take seems to blend with the rhythm of creation itself. You are breathing in the same peace that holds the stars in orbit, the same stillness that quiets oceans, the same love that never ends. Take another long, slow breath. Let gratitude whisper through your thoughts. Not loud, just enough to glow in the quiet corners of your heart. Thank you for this peace. Thank you for these unseen guardians. Thank you for being nearer than breath. The angels stand in their silent circle around you. No movement, no sound, just a calm so full that even the air feels reverent. Their presence hums softly in the spirit, like distant music that cannot be heard with ears, only felt by the soul. And above them, the Father smiles, for His command has been fulfilled. His child rests in safety. His promise has kept its word. Take another breath, slow and complete. The peace that fills this hour is not temporary. It is eternal, drawn from the same source that birthed light itself. You are not simply at peace. You are surrounded by it. It holds you from every side. Above, beneath, within. The night outside begins to pale, the horizon faintly touched with the first grey hint of dawn. The angels do not leave as light returns, they remain. For their work is not just guarding against darkness. It is ensuring that even in light, the soul remembers rest. Take one last gentle breath before sleep. Let it remind you that peace was never lost, only waiting to be received. You are safe, covered, complete. And as the night sighs its final breath, heaven whispers softly through the air, "You are mine, and you are kept." The night begins to yield to dawn. The sky softens from deep indigo to pale silver, and over the still earth, a warmth begins to breathe, gentle, kind, holy. The weary soul rests beneath that soft light, and the presence that filled the room through the night remains, unchanged, unwavering. The angels do not fade when the shadows lift. They linger still, radiant forms of quiet obedience, patient as light itself. For He will command His angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands, not to strike, not to scold, but to lift, to raise what has fallen, to steady what has trembled, to remind what has forgotten that love never lets go. The hand of heaven does not come down as punishment. It descends as mercy. The touch of the divine is never harsh. It is the kind of touch that awakens peace without making a sound. Take a slow, deep breath. Let the air move softly through you. With every inhale, imagine light filling the spaces where heaviness once lived. With every exhale, release every thought that said you were alone in your weakness. You have been held all along, lifted by hands unseen, hands that caught you in moments you thought you had fallen too far, hands that steadied you in storms you never told anyone about. Heaven does not wait for perfection to draw near. It draws near to the broken, the tired, the quiet souls who whisper prayers they do not even know how to finish. It lifts, not because you earned it, but because love cannot help itself. The angels move gently in this hour. their wings brushing lightly against the first warmth of morning. The light of dawn catches along their edges, gold and soft, shimmering with grace. One reaches forth, not to command, but to support, to lift what still lies heavy within the heart. Take another long, slow breath. Let that image rest within you, the unseen hand beneath your burdens, the quiet strength holding you up even now. This is what divine love feels like, not distant power, but near tenderness. The lamp that burned through the night flickers once more. Its flame bends forward and fades, its work done. Its light replaced by the morning sun pouring gently through the window. The soul beneath it stirs, not from alarm, but from peace, awakening slowly into a new light, still held, still lifted. The angels remain where they have been all along, between heaven and earth, between seen and unseen, between your breath and the next. They do not boast of their strength. They use it quietly. They do not demand attention. They offer assurance. Their hands are extensions of the Father's own. Gentle, sure, strong. Take another deep breath. Let it move through your chest like a slow wave returning to shore. Feel the steadiness of those unseen hands beneath your spirit. You are not being pushed forward by life. You are being carried. The first bird begins to sing outside. A sound so small, yet it fills the air like hope reborn. Light spills across the floor, across the resting soul, across the quiet wings still keeping watch. And in that soft radiance, heaven whispers the same truth it has spoken since time began, that love does not strike. It lifts. That mercy does not punish. It holds. That grace is not earned. It is given. Take one last long, deep breath before rest. You are in good hands, the same hands that shaped the stars, the same hands that guided every sunrise to this one moment. You are lifted, held, and kept. And as the morning light stretches fully across the room, the angels bow their heads once more, their task unending, their song eternal. To lift what has fallen, to guard what is precious, and to remind every heart that love never lets go. The dawn begins to unfold quietly. Soft ribbons of gold and rose slip across the horizon. The darkness retreats without struggle. And yet, within the valleys below, the shadows still linger, cool, quiet, deep. It is in these valleys that faith is most tested, where light feels far, and steps feel unsure, where the heart wonders if it has wandered beyond the reach of mercy. But even here, even in the hollows where silence grows thick, the promise still breathes, you are not alone. For he will command his angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways, not only the bright paths of joy, but also the dim ones of uncertainty. Not only the mountain tops, but the quiet, low valleys where tears fall unseen. His protection is not seasonal. It is eternal. Take a long, slow breath. Let it move through you like light threading through mist. With every inhale, feel the courage of peace rising gently within you. With every exhale, let the fear of the unknown slip quietly away. Even the valley is holy ground when God walks there. And though the eyes may not see him, his presence can always be felt. In the steadiness of breath, in the quiet pulse of life, in the unseen hands that keep you from falling. The angels do not vanish when the world grows dim. They descend. They move lower into the valley, their wings brushing softly against the cool air, their light faint but unwavering. They do not bring noise or spectacle. They bring companionship, the kind that sits beside you in the dark until dawn finds you again. The valley is not punishment. It is passage. And every passage, no matter how shadowed, leads somewhere brighter. Take another deep, steady breath. The air here is not heavy. It is full of mercy. Even in the shadow, grace finds you. Even in uncertainty, the Father's hand is near. The angels walk quietly at your side. They move as guardians of peace, keeping the path clear though you cannot see where it leads. They guide your steps with patience. When you falter, they steady. When you grow weary, they lift. Their strength does not diminish with distance. Their light does not dim with doubt. You are being carried through what you do not understand, not abandoned in it. You are being led, not lost. The light above the valley grows stronger now. Thin beams of dawn stretch across the landscape, and where they touch, the shadows soften, fade, disappear. Take another slow, deep breath. The valley that once frightened you now feels quiet, safe, held. Because even here, perhaps especially here, the love of God is most near. The angels pause. Their wings shimmer faintly in the new light, and their faces turn toward heaven, as if listening for a whisper only they can hear. It comes, gentle and sure, and they move again, not hurried, but with certainty. For they have heard the Father's voice say once more, "Guard this one. Guide this one. Bring them safely through." Take one last peaceful breath before rest. Let the calm of dawn fill your chest. The valley is not endless. The light is already climbing its walls. You are already halfway home. And as the first full rays of sun break through, the angels rise slightly, their wings catching the new light. They look neither proud nor weary, only faithful. For their work is the same in shadow and in sun, to carry you when your strength is small, and to remind you, always, that love does not end in the valley. The first light of morning stretches across the hills, a soft gold mist rising over the fields, the air sweet and clean with dew. The sky unfolds above like a gentle promise kept, one slow breath at a time. The valley below no longer seems deep or shadowed. Its darkness has dissolved into color, the cool gray now turned to green and gold. And at its edge, where night once lingered, stands peace itself, breathing, alive. The weary soul stirs, not from alarm, but from rest that has reached the deepest places. The long night is over, and yet, it feels as though it never was a threat, only a bridge, a passage watched over by hands unseen. For he will command his angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. The words are not just promise now. They are memory. You have lived them, breathed them, been carried through them. And now, dawn finds you safe. Take a slow, steady breath. Let the morning air move gently through you. With each inhale, feel renewal rising softly within your chest. With each exhale, release the remnants of the night that has already passed. The angels remain, their wings shimmering faintly in the soft gold light, no longer warding off shadow, but now welcoming day. They do not disappear with the sun. They stay, guardians not only of darkness, but of peace. They move like light itself, quietly touching the corners of the room, the edges of your heart. Wherever fear once rested, they lay calm instead. The birds outside begin to sing, not loud, not hurried, just steady, a song that feels older than time. The hymn of creation waking to the knowledge that God has kept watch again. Take another long, peaceful breath. The night is gone. The morning has come. And you are here, whole, unharmed, surrounded. The air carries warmth now, the kind that seeps slowly into your skin and stays there, like peace that has finally found a home. You remember the words. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. And somehow, you know that those wings are still near, not hovering now, but resting, folded gently around your peace. You are no longer the one waiting to be protected. You are the one now living within the promise fulfilled. The angels move one final time, a subtle shift in the unseen. Their wings catch the morning light and scatter it like dust made of gold. They lift their gaze toward heaven, their task never ending, yet always complete. The Father's voice whispers through the dawn, "Well done." They rest in peace. Take another deep, grateful breath. The breath of one who has been carried and kept the breath of one who now knows that every dark hour still ends in light. Outside, the sun rises higher, its warmth kissing the tops of the olive trees. The dew glints on the grass like 1,000 small stars saying their final goodbyes. The angels linger just long enough for you to feel it, that gentle assurance, that whisper of protection that never fades. Take one last slow, tender breath before rest. Even though the morning has come, rest still belongs to you. For peace does not end with night. It carries into every hour that follows. You are safe. You are seen. You are surrounded still by grace. The dawn does not simply arrive, it finds you safe. Exactly as he promised. Exactly as he always will. The morning air feels different now. Softer. Fuller. As if peace itself lingers in every breath. The sky stretches wide above. A pale blue brushed with faint gold. The world glows in quiet renewal. Leaves trembling lightly in the sun's first warmth. The hum of life returning to the still earth. And within the calm, the heart awakens to gratitude. Not loud, not bursting, but steady, like the steady beat of a soul that knows it has been kept. For he will command his angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. The words rise again, not as a plea now, but as a thank you. They sound different in the light of morning, no longer a request for safety, but an acknowledgement of what has already been done. Take a long, slow breath. Let it move gently through you. With each inhale, gather warmth, peace, light. With each exhale, offer thanks, not with words, but with stillness. Unseen grace has surrounded you. It has gone ahead of you when you didn't know which way to go. It has stood behind you when you thought you were alone. It has covered you when fear came quietly in the dark. You did not see it, but you have always felt its trace, in every breath that came when you needed calm, in every narrow escape that seemed like coincidence, in every sudden peace that arrived without reason. That is the language of heaven's mercy, spoken fluently by angels. Take another deep, peaceful breath. Let gratitude settle into your bones. You do not have to force it. It is already here, rising naturally, like the warmth of the sun upon your face. The angels stand still in the golden light, their wings no longer lifted for defense, but open in quiet praise. They are not proud of their work, they are joyful in it. For this is what they were made to do, to serve love itself. And as they watch you rest, a faint song hums through the air, not with sound, but with light. The melody moves through everything, through the trees, the air, the very breath of creation. It is the song of gratitude, of completion, of grace unseen but always present. You can feel it now. That quiet awareness that so much of your life has been guarded by mercy you never noticed. Every near fall caught. Every sleepless night comforted. Every moment of despair quietly met by strength you did not summon. All of it. Grace unseen. Love unending. Take another breath. Let it become your prayer of thanks. Not loud. Not spoken. Just the rhythm of appreciation flowing through your chest. Thank you. For the angels unseen. Thank you. For protection unasked and freely given. Thank you. For peace that came softly when nothing else could. The sun climbs higher now. The light shifts across the walls. Warm and gentle. The air smells faintly of jasmine and earth. And everything, every small thing, feels alive with blessing. The angels begin to rise. Not away, but upward into the brightness. Their light blending with the dawn until they are no longer separate from it. They are not gone, they are simply everywhere. For grace has no boundary, and gratitude has no end. Take one final slow, long breath before resting. Let your body grow soft, your spirit still, your heart open. You are safe, you are loved, and you are seen by heaven in every hour of your life. And as the light pours fully into the day, a single whisper remains, soft as wind through leaves. Be thankful for the grace you never had to ask for. The day unfolds in golden silence. The first warmth of sunlight slides gently across the fields. Every leaf, every blade of grass, shimmers as though dipped in quiet light. There is no rush in this hour, only calm, only the lingering presence of something divine that has not yet departed. The weary soul, now rested, lies in the stillness between waking and sleep, eyes half open, heart unguarded, and within that delicate in-between, something stirs, not in sound, but in sensation. The faintest hum moves through the air. It's not music, not exactly, but more like a vibration of peace, soft and steady. It trembles through the walls, through the breath, through the spirit. It is the sound of angelic wings, not beating, not fluttering, but flowing, like rivers of light gliding through unseen skies. A low, resonant whisper, as if the air itself sighs with reverence. For he will command his angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. The words feel alive now, not just a promise read aloud, but a truth you can hear in the stillness of morning. Take a slow, long breath. Let it move gently through your chest. With each inhale, feel that quiet hum entering you, peace settling into the very rhythm of your heart. With each exhale, release whatever remains restless within. The sound does not fade when you listen closely. It grows deeper, richer, like the earth itself humming the name of its maker. This is what grace sounds like when it moves unseen. The gentle sweep of wings that never tire. The lullaby of heaven passing through the thin veil of time. You have heard it before. In the calm that followed sorrow. In the breath that returned after fear. In the peace that came to you in moments when nothing should have been peaceful. That was the sound of angelic wings then too, soft, loyal, near. Take another deep, peaceful breath. Let it move slowly, fully. The angels are not distant. They are woven into the air that sustains you. Every motion of their wings is a reminder that love is active. That God's care is not theory. It is movement. It is presence. Outside, a breeze stirs through the trees. It sounds almost the same, a tender rustling, a delicate rhythm. Nature mimics the unseen, echoing heaven in its own quiet way. For creation itself has learned the melody of divine protection. You are wrapped in that music now, not as listener, but as part of the song. Your breath, your stillness, your heartbeat, all part of the rhythm of peace. The angels move gently around you, invisible currents of light weaving through the room. They do not need to speak. Their wings say everything. You are safe. You are loved. You are known. Take another deep breath. The sound softens further, like a sigh fading into stillness. But the peace it brings remains, anchored, unbroken. For even when their motion is unseen, the protection it brings never leaves. The lamp by your side is now cold, the morning bright, yet the air glows faintly, not from fire, but from presence. The sound fades now into memory. The hum dissolves into light. And silence returns, not empty, but sacred. Take one last slow, grateful breath before rest. Let it remind you that heaven's nearness does not depend on your hearing, only on your trust. For the sound of angelic wings is not gone. It lives within every moment of peace that touches your heart, every stillness that calms your mind, every breath that tells you, you are guarded, always. The day is quiet now, slow and gentle. The warmth of the morning sun lies softly across the fields. A golden calm drifts through the open window, carrying the scent of earth, and light, and peace. Every sound feels softened, every shadow kind, every moment wrapped in quiet understanding. The soul, fully rested, no longer fights the silence. It welcomes it, as an old friend returning home. And in that welcome, a truth awakens within. You are safe, not because the world is still, but because heaven is near. For he will command his angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. The words hum like breath now. Steady, constant, eternal. They are not simply read. They are lived, felt, embodied. Each heartbeat seems to echo them. Each breath repeats them quietly, as if the body itself has learned the rhythm of divine protection. Take a deep, long breath. Let it move through you like water finding its way home. With every inhale, feel the warmth of love surrounding you. With every exhale, let go of every worry that still lingers at the edges of your heart. The angels are still near, their wings now at rest, their watch unchanged. They do not leave when danger fades. They stay, because love is not a duty. It is devotion. Their light fills the air, subtle, serene, not to dazzle, but to comfort, not to announce their presence, but to assure you that you have never been unguarded. You rest now, not only in the safety of the moment, but in the everlasting arms that never cease to hold you. The arms that cradled creation itself now cradle you too. The same hands that hung the stars hold your peace with equal care. Take another slow, tender breath. Let it fill you with softness. Let it remind you that you do not have to keep yourself awake to stay safe. Heaven is awake for you. The angels do not tire. Their watch does not break. Even when you sleep, you remain in the embrace of the Almighty. The sunlight spills across the floor in long bands. It touches the edges of the room, turns every surface to gold. And in that light, the air feels alive, shimmering with quiet grace. Perhaps, if the eyes could see beyond the veil, they would glimpse those radiant forms still standing watch, their wings folding softly around the peace they protect. Take another deep, long breath. You have crossed from fear into stillness, from striving into surrender, from night into morning, and found yourself safe on both sides. The angels do not measure their success by applause. They measure it by peace. And in your stillness now, they find their joy. The world outside moves slowly, leaves whispering, a bird singing softly from a branch near the window. Everything in creation seems to know that this is a sacred hour, an hour where the soul no longer reaches upward for safety, but simply rests, because it knows it is already held. Take one last gentle breath before rest. Let gratitude and peace become one within you. Let the quiet around you feel like the wings of heaven still hovering close. You are not merely surviving beneath protection. You are living within it. Every beat of your heart is kept, every breath attended, every thought known. And as the morning continues to rise, the angels remain silent, radiant, unending in their devotion, watching, guarding, holding, until the heart learns to whisper back to heaven, I am safe. I am loved. I am home. The sun now rests high in the sky. Its light stretches across the quiet land like a blessing. Warm, complete, unbroken. The morning air hums with life, gentle winds through olive branches, the distant call of doves, the low, steady rhythm of creation at peace. And through all of it, an unseen chorus continues. Not loud, not grand, just constant. The soundless devotion of heaven's guardians, keeping watch even now. For he will command his angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. The verse no longer feels like a promise for later. It feels like truth already fulfilled. A story that has always been unfolding, quietly, faithfully, endlessly. Take a deep, slow breath. Let it move through you like a prayer answered in motion. With every inhale, feel eternity's calm settle in your chest. With every exhale, let your soul whisper gratitude into the still air. The angels do not leave when the day begins. They do not fade as the sun rises. They remain, unseen, unforgotten, their watch woven into the rhythm of your life. They are the peace that meets you in the small moments, the pause before fear takes hold, the clarity that comes when you most need it, the comfort that arrives without explanation. Every day you live, you walk within the fold of their wings. You move through a world watched over by love older than time itself. Take another slow, gentle breath. The peace you feel now is not a fleeting comfort. It is covenant, ancient, sacred, unbreakable. The same God who called the stars into being has called his angels to your side. And they will not leave you, not through day, not through night, not through time itself. The room is quiet now, the lamp long extinguished, the world bathed in gold, and within that light, stillness blooms, not empty, but full of holy presence. You are safe, not because harm will never exist, but because love will never fail. The angels stand in their quiet formation, their wings outstretched in endless devotion, their faces turned toward heaven, waiting for the next whisper of command. And though you cannot see them, the air tells their story, the faint hum of peace, the gentle warmth of unseen company. Take another long, peaceful breath. Let it remind you that the same presence that guarded you through the night will follow you into the day. You are not stepping out of safety. You are stepping deeper into it. The road ahead will have its turns, its seasons, its storms. But even then, even there, love walks beside you. For God's command does not expire with sunrise. It endures through every hour, every breath, every quiet moment where faith and peace meet. You are forever guarded, forever loved, not just by angels, but by the one who sent them, the one whose hands hold both the heavens and your heart in the same gentle grasp. Take one final breath. Deep, complete, calm. Let your spirit rest in this truth, that you have never been alone, that you will never be without His watchful care. The story does not end here. It continues with every sunrise, every sigh, every moment of peace that whispers His nearness. You are surrounded. You are cherished. You are His. The angels rise softly into the morning air, their wings glinting once more in the light before fading into what eyes cannot see. And the world breathes as they pass, still, safe, serene. You are forever guarded, forever loved, forever known. Now rest in the peace of the Almighty, for His watch never ends.